What did you make of Tom's decision to unretire, even though when he retired, he never used the word retire?
Right. Yeah.
You knowing what it's like to leave this game that you put so much into.
Yeah.
What did you make of Tom?
Yeah,
back?
I think the competitive side of Tom is the easy, noticeable thing, right?
Right.
He's one of the greatest competitors ever. And the one thing I said when I got ready to retire, if you got more in the tank, finish it. Empty the tank.
Right.
I don't think he's finished. I don't think the tank is empty for his passion for I'm done. Now, I think if they would have won it, I think he walks out, right? But tasting glory and then losing the way they did last year and living with that the rest of your life, I don't know if that's his pedigree. So I think if you listen to his entire world of I'm retiring, but it's kind of open. I don't know. I think his passion for the game still burns. And I say to anybody, if you got it, ride it. And whenever you're ready to let go, for me, it was kind of an easy decision because I said, this is my last ride, right? I didn't go after the season was over.
You said it going in.
Going in, right?
Did you do that to maybe even block off what you might have
I actually
gone
didn't.
through if you had said that?
No, I called Steve and I called my daughter and I said, I said, Daddy has to make a really tough decision. I said, I just tore my tricep from the bone. Like, they say I can never come back, but I'm coming back. So when I come back, I'm coming back to do one thing, one more dance. And she was like, Dad, don't come back during the season. Steve was like, pull a Willis Reed. Come back in the playoffs.
Is that what he said? Pull a Willis Reed?
He was like,
man.
Yeah, I love Steve. And so bottom line, I think for me, I did it my way. And it ended on the 4-yard line in New Orleans. No greater way a defensive player would ever want to go out. So for Brady, it's like, how do you want it to end?
Right.
We know what it's been. How do you want to see the end? JB, Jerome Bettis, right? Champion forever. The last time you ever saw him play, the last time I've ever strapped up my cleats, tricep torn or not, right? I held the Lombardi Trophy. I think that's a crave. That's a crave for Brady after you've seen it 7 times. That's something that says, wow, if I can walk out one more time like this. Now, I don't know if he's chasing a dream that may not happen, right? I think it's a lot of people who've gotten better. Definitely in the NFC, it's going to make it tough.
Think about what you just said 7 times.
7 times?
It's crazy. And just showing you again, Ray, that he wants to do the 8th time, that it means just as much to him maybe as the other 7. It's a rarity to have that ticking clock within your system, I would think.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely rare.
What was your biggest battle against Brady? You had so many of them.
Yeah.
What was it like going against Brady in a playoff game, Ray?
Yeah, it was probably, for me and him, I think we had so much respect for each other because he understood the chess match. And the chess match was, I know what you're running. And what I'm telling you is, you may deliver the ball, but somebody's going to pay for that, right? And so, he said this thing on his interview a few months back, right? That when he actually competed against me, he knew that I knew. So he had to be careful where the ball was going. Me and Julian Edelman now, like we work together now, right? But Julian understood. Wherever fit, that's a punishment. Back when we was playing ball, right? That's a punishment to catch the ball. So it was chess. I knew where you're going. High low, backside, 2x2, back offset. You come back and throw. You motion me to the 3 side to see if we in man. We come back. We shift out of man, go back to 2, and then I'm 1-on-1 with your running back. Every time. So that was the chess match. How can you get me to move 3 steps to the right or 3 steps to the left, or get Ed to see something different? And I'm like, Ed, don't move. Trust me, he's right. And so that chess match between me, him, it was probably one of the most classic things ever. Never noticed, because it was in the small changes that you had to know what we both were doing. Yeah, it's one of the greatest battles that I used to stay up really late for, and look at film enough to say, somebody gonna get knocked out, because I know he gonna throw it. And so that was my thing. My thing was, he will throw it, but there's a delivery that comes with that. And that's what I think what made us so competitive against each other is we knew how good they were, right? We knew outside of us and Pittsburgh and them, like the road was gonna come through, right? Those areas in that region.
Mm-hmm.
And 2011 for me, I think when we went to New England and we lost that one, I would never say I wanted it, more. I would just say I thought we were better equipped to do what we needed to do if we would have finished that.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.